My husband is a master at giving me the cold shoulder. Every time he's upset, he slams the door and disappears for days. I've learned to fake a smile while caring for our son. Until one day, while helping him with homework, I saw his wish written in a notebook. I hope Mom disappears. She looks so scary when she goes crazy at Dad. That broke me. Sunday evenings are the worst. My son cries over homework due the next day. My husband, emotionally absent, plays video games with headphones on. No one wants anything to do with me. I clear the table in silence, blaming myself, while my heart aches. That night, Kevin hides in the study. Tommy falls asleep in tears. I stare at myself in the bathroom mirror, bitter and exhausted. It's been 3 months since Kevin last spoke to me. I don't even remember why we started ignoring each other. He's in the wrong, so I won't apologize. But I can't sleep. I go to pack Tommy's school bag and see that notebook again. I read the line over and over. I hope Mom disappears. She drove Dad away. I collapse onto the sofa, numb with pain. Kevin comes out of the study, sees me, and his smile vanishes. He grabs his car keys. As he passes, I smell the gardenia cologne I once chose for him in college. Memories flood back. I grab his arm and plead, "Kevin, let's talk." He pulls away. His phone screen shows an active call. A girl's voice says, "Kevin, have you left yet? I've been craving barbecue." That's when I remember why he's punishing me this time. I turn away, but he grabs my arm, smirking. "If you beg me, I'll stay and keep you and Tommy company." That offer feels like a slap in the face. I laugh bitterly. "Beg you? Isn't he Tommy's father too? Why is raising our child only my job? Do you even see how hurt he is?" Kevin frowns and slams the door. Tommy wakes up and finds the notebook. He doesn't even care that I saw it. He just says, "Mom, why did you make Dad angry again?" The sound of Kevin's car starting echoes. I know I'll have to bike Tommy to school again. I stare at his face, so much like Kevin's, and finally realize how trapped I've been. I force myself to bed. When I close my eyes, I see the words, "Mom, disappear." I've never had a meltdown in front of Tommy. I tried everything to keep this family together. I even begged Kevin to come home, to hug our son. I was willing to lose my pride for my child. My phone lights up. It's Sarah, my neighbor. I heard Kevin slam the door. "Are you okay?" We met when I was selling handmade crafts online to survive. Kevin had cut me off financially to pressure me. Sarah was one of the few who cared. The next morning, Kevin is back, reeking of alcohol. He glances at me and mutters, looking like that. "Who are you trying to scare?" I stay silent. He looks surprised, then walks into Tommy's room with a warm voice. "Daddy will take you to school today." Suddenly, he's a loving father, while I'm invisible. No one asks if I'm okay. When I take out the trash, Sarah pulls me into her apartment and gently rolls an egg over my swollen eyes. Her tears remind me of Kevin, back when we were poor and in love. Once, I burned my hand carrying food and tried to hide it from him. But he cried when he saw it and promised, "Haley, I'll never let you get hurt again." But now we're like 2 ticking bombs. He stays silent and I explode. When I return home, the house is a mess. I sit down and draft a divorce agreement. Before motherhood, I had a law degree, passed the bar, and worked as a successful lawyer. I gave up everything for this family. Kevin once said I could go back to work after our son got older. But later, it turned into excuses. He said hiring a nanny would cost more than my salary. I gave in, softened at Tommy's baby voice calling Mama. I should have insisted. As I finish the agreement, Kevin still hasn't brought Tommy home. I start to worry about homework, then slap myself. "Mom, you have to be tough too." Kevin calls. But it's not him on the line. It's the same girl from before. "Kevin's too drunk. Can you come get him? Why don't you take him?" I ask, but then change my mind. "Never mind. I'll go." At the venue, the room is filled with people. Kevin is drunk, still holding a glass. Tommy sits beside him, his backpack on the floor. A scantily dressed woman chats with him. So this is how Kevin cares for our son. Before I even enter, Tommy screams, "I don't want to go home with Mom. She'll make me do homework." He runs from me like I'm a monster. Kevin barely reacts. Others start defending him. Sister-in-law, Kevin stayed at my place for 2 months. My wife was upset. Same here. Almost a month at mine. Another adds, "He always talks about you and Tommy. He cares about you both." I realize they didn't call me to help. They want me to beg him to come home. I laugh coldly. "You say he's suffering? He has legs, doesn't he? Why can't he walk home? I take care of our child alone, and he's the one suffering?" I turn to Kevin. "Do you want me to talk about your secrets here, or in private?" The girl beside him changes her tone. It's all a misunderstanding. Really? I confronted him about another woman, and he went silent. Gave me the cold shoulder. Kevin stays quiet, his face dark. Tommy walks toward me reluctantly, looking back, hoping his dad will stop him. This is what Kevin wants. For me to take the kid and leave so he can keep partying. I've had enough. I pull out the divorce agreement. Kevin, let's get divorced. The noisy room suddenly falls silent. Kevin finally looks up at me. His eyes show predictable clarity. In 7 years of marriage, no matter how badly we fought, I had never mentioned divorce. Kevin knows my personality. Once I've made up my mind about something, I won't back down. He anxiously stands up from the leather sofa in the room. He walks a few steps to stand in front of me. Are you serious? He's finally willing to look me in the eye and speak to me normally. He looks down at Tommy and smirks. Haley, if you want a divorce, you're not getting custody of our son. He'd rather stay with me anyway. Don't be ridiculous. Kevin is certain I'll fight for custody. He's not blind, he knows how much I've endured and suffered for our child over the years. Tommy clings tightly to his dad, glaring at me resentfully as if terrified I'll snatch him away. Mom, I don't want you, I want Dad. That girl walks over too, smiling mockingly as she advises me. Sis, at your age with no house or job, you really can't get custody of the child. Why don't you take the kid home? Couples shouldn't hold grudges overnight. I clench my teeth, gripping the agreement tightly. I knew what I'd face coming here, but seeing everyone's disgust and disapproval of me in person still makes me falter. But I can't. I pinch myself hard, reminding myself, woman, be cruel. Don't cry. Tears are magic to those who love you, but only a joke to those who don't. Kevin, don't worry. I don't want the kid or the house in the divorce. I place the divorce agreement on the table, looking at the frowning girl who's challenging me. Kevin, you've probably forgotten, but I used to be a no-nonsense practicing lawyer. You begged me to have this child. You promised me love too. Now you've ruined him with your own hands. You owe me. The room is filled with the unpleasant smell of alcohol. The moment I step outside, it feels like a heavy stone has been lifted from my chest. I can breathe freely again. I wander aimlessly down the street. Since having Tommy, I've been so tied down by household chores. It seems like it's been ages since I've been able to take a leisurely stroll alone like this. I pass by a movie theater. A staff member in a mascot costume hands me a discount coupon. Miss, are you a student nearby? We have a student discount for movies right now. I wave my hands. No, I'm just a middle-aged mom. But the coupon has already been pressed into my hand. Miss, you look so young though. Her voice fades into the wind. I look at my reflection in a nearby department store window. I'm still so small and thin. Students with backpacks walk by chatting and laughing. In a daze, I see the me from years ago. That's right, I'm not even 30 yet. I go see a movie. It's a romantic comedy set in a school. The audience around me bursts into laughter. I sit in the corner, crying until my eyes are swollen red. The girl sitting next to me keeps turning to look at me. I apologize to her guiltily. I'm so sorry, I can't control my emotions. I'll leave. She grabs my hand and gives me a piece of candy. It's okay, cry if you need to. You've been very quiet. She sticks out her tongue. Sometimes when I fight with my boyfriend, I cry secretly in the movie theater too. But it's okay, crying means you've turned the page. We look forward now. Look forward. The candy melts in my mouth. It's sweet. As the movie ends, I wave goodbye to the girl. A boy with a backpack is waiting for her outside the theater with flowers. She pouts, pretending not to forgive him, but her eyes are full of happiness. Kevin used to comfort me like that when we were dating too. I was happy then. I turn to leave and see Kevin holding Tommy's hand standing behind me. I don't know how long they've been watching. He takes a step towards me. Haley, let's talk. I nod. Okay. What do you want to eat? Kevin asks gently as he drives. But he doesn't wait for my answer before continuing. I remember you and Tommy were craving hot pot. I was busy then, let's make up for it now. That was months ago. On Mother's Day, Tommy had come home early from school for the holiday. We'd agreed Kevin would drive us to try the new hot pot restaurant that opened near our home. I reminded him not to forget as he left for work that morning. From the time Tommy got out of school that evening, I sat in front of the mirror carefully doing my makeup. I imagined our family of 3 having a nice meal together. I waited from daytime until late at night. Kevin never came to pick us up, nor did he call with an explanation. I took Tommy myself. When we got back, I saw Kevin kissing that girl in his car downstairs. I covered Tommy's eyes and told him to go upstairs first. Then I ran to angrily knock on the car window. No, that was the last time I lost control. The Cold War began. Kevin, you don't have to do this. I'm not a young girl anymore. I didn't mention divorce to get your attention. This is the result of careful consideration. From the moment I saw him with that girl, I started thinking about it. I read the agreement. You only want half our savings. Nothing else. Haley, you're being ridiculous. Tommy needs to eat too. Our divorce isn't just about you and me. Don't act like a child. Haley, no one will indulge you once you leave home. Kevin is unusually talkative today. He's convinced I'm using this tactic to break the ice. He gives Tommy a look. Tommy comes over, his big eyes looking up at me. His voice is small and childish. Mom, I want hot pot too. My body stiffens. Mom disappear, appears in my mind like a curse whenever I look at Tommy. Do whatever you want. I just want to get this over with. Kevin's lips curl into a smile. Tommy cheers excitedly. Yay! Their joy has nothing to do with me. The car arrives. We get out. Kevin tries to hold my hand, but I dodge him. He looks embarrassed but says nothing. Tommy skips ahead of us. He's been happy the whole way, because his dad has forgiven me. Whether I want to be forgiven is irrelevant. I think of how I used to care for him alone. Tommy would be sad and upset whenever Kevin wasn't around. I thought he wanted a complete family. So I swallowed my pride with Kevin for Tommy's sake, to make him smile. Now I see he just wanted his dad. I've failed so miserably. I admit it. Tommy stops in front of the hot pot restaurant. A for rent sign is posted on the door. In just 3 months, it's gone from bustling to closed down. Time really is magical. I can't help but laugh. Kevin's face darkens. Tommy's mouth puckers, about to cry. Kevin's pride is hurt. He harshly scolds Tommy. What are you crying for? Is this the only hot pot place in all of A-City? Kevin doesn't know that A-City has many hot pot restaurants. There are several just in our neighborhood. But this one was different. This was the one Tommy wanted. He wanted this specific one. So even if we ate at other hot pot places, there would still be regret. Regret for not coming sooner. Just like our marriage. I waited for him to come. He kept delaying. After too much disappointment, the shop closed for good. Now he knocks on the door. But it's already empty inside. Kevin refuses to give up. He drives around looking for another hot pot place. After circling around, by the time we arrive, the restaurant is nearly empty. It's already past 11 p.m. Tommy has never stayed up this late before. He keeps yawning in the car. But it doesn't matter. Kevin has a plan. He's determined to make it up to me. He drives us to a 24-hour jewelry store. To the board sales assistant picking at her nails, he waves his hand grandly, saying pick out a set of jewelry for his wife. The assistant's eyes light up. Kevin looks at me, guilt on his face. After all these years, I still owe you a proper wedding set. We got married right after graduating college. Both our parents disapproved. Forget a wedding set. Our wedding was just the two of us having a nice meal at a restaurant. No friends to witness it, no family to give blessings. But we were both so determined. We loved each other so much back then. During the meal, he held me and cried. Kept saying he was sorry, so sorry for letting me down. He'd make it up to me someday, he promised. But I wasn't disappointed at all then. I actually did have a ring. The first year after we married, Kevin's career got on track. When he got his year-end bonus, he secretly bought me a ring as my New Year's gift. I'll always remember that winter. It was so cold. He came home dusty and tired, wearing just a thin shirt. He'd taken off his coat and was hugging it to his chest. Icicles had formed on his eyelashes. Like a magician, he pulled 2 roast ducks out from inside his coat. I brought these back from Beijing. The boss treated us to a meal. It was delicious, so I bought 2 for you to try. I looked at him and smiled. He got flustered and urged me. What are you smiling at? Hurry and eat before it gets cold and loses its flavor. I smiled and took a bite. I don't remember how the duck tasted. I just know I started crying. He panicked and fretted around me. He took a bite himself. Does it taste that bad? I shook my head, still crying. You brought back 2 whole ducks from Beijing. Didn't your co-workers laugh at you? He spun around anxiously, then pulled out a ring from his coat. Ah, I was planning to give this to you on your birthday. How could I just bring you 2 ducks? Don't cry. I put on the ring and kissed him. Stop spinning around. You look so silly. The duck is delicious. I love you so much. It seems I've always cried over him. I cried when he loved me too much, and I cried when he stopped loving me. My tears have revolved around him for so many years, until they finally ran dry. Miss, why are you crying? The jewelry store employee is waving a necklace in front of me, looking somewhat at a loss. Kevin walks over to me, reaching out to wipe my tears. If you don't like this one, we can look at others. He turns to order the employee. Don't you have anything else? I shake my head, taking a step back to distance myself from him. Even now, Kevin still fails to consider my needs. He's treating me like a little toy to coax and trick. Kevin, can you please listen to me? You know, when we graduated college, I would have married you without hesitation even though you were dirt poor. Now even if you pile all your money in front of me, what use is it? We can't go back. It's really over between us. Kevin stares at me blankly, his mouth opening as if to say something. Tommy starts crying. I walk to the door, then turn back to look at the bewildered employee. I take out what little cash I have in my purse. I'm so sorry for troubling you. As I reach the door, the employee calls out to me again. She stuffs the money back in my hand and gives me a pack of tissues. Here, wipe your tears. Kevin chases after me, Tommy on his heels. Haley, I understand now. I understand everything. Give me one more chance. His phone rings. He looks at the caller ID and hangs up. This happens several times. I watch him. Just answer it. He hangs up again, his expression unchanged as he looks at me. Wrong number. But I've already recognized that number. It belongs to the young girl who was kissing him in the car that day. During the months Kevin gave me the cold shoulder, that number called me more than once. The girl said to me, "Sis, Kevin keeps saying your name when he's with me. I feel so hurt. Please forgive him, okay? Who's really bullying who here? How come everyone seems to be suffering? Who's actually happy in all this?" I look at Kevin. He's learned to lie without batting an eye. One lie hurts 3 people at once. Me now, the him from the past, and that girl who truly loves him. I hear myself say, "Just answer it." It's Jasmine. I recognize the number. We finally reach the inevitable step of divorce. 2 copies witnessed by a lawyer. We sign our names on those few thin pages. As we sign the divorce papers, Kevin glances at me one more time. Haley, once we sign this, there's no going back. I sign decisively. Goodbye. I leave him the house and Tommy. As compensation, I take all our joint savings. It's not much. A card with a balance of $77,000. Enough for me to travel somewhere to clear my head, then start over. Besides that, there's also a hefty wedding set. Kevin looks at me and explains. I borrowed money from a friend to buy the jewelry. Please keep it. Consider it my divorce gift to you. This is a good thing. It proves Kevin is learning to let go too. As I walk out and press the elevator button, I realize Kevin is holding Tommy's hand. They're both standing in the doorway watching me. Tommy clings to the doorframe, his hand fidgeting with the edge. This is a sign he's nervous. Kevin gives Tommy a push. Tommy runs over and throws himself into my arms. Mom, I'll miss you. I hug him tightly. After a while I push him away and ask, enunciating each word. Why did you write that you hoped Mom would die in your notebook? Tommy freezes. Big tears start pouring down his face. He hugs me tightly again. Mom, I was wrong. I'm so sorry. Kevin stands in the doorway too. I believe he finally understands now what I was asking him before. Do you know how psychologically damaged our son has become? He looks somewhat incredulous. The elevator doors open. I pat Tommy's head. Mom understands. Go on, go to Dad. Tommy cries, tears hanging on his face as he wails. Mom, I want to go with you. I let go of him, slowly prying his hands off me one by one. You can't. You belong to your dad. He finally lets go, but stubbornly stands in the elevator doorway. Mom, can you forgive me? I look at him and smile. I say, no. Tommy cries. He can't believe his own mother won't forgive him, so he cries with tears. I'm crying too. My heart is crying. This is the baby I carried for 10 months and gave birth to. The son I've held and cherished since the moment he was born. His first time calling me mama, his first time drinking milk, his first smile, his first cry, his first steps, his first day of school. So many firsts I remember vividly. It breaks my heart to see him cry, but I can't forgive him. I taught him right from wrong. I never hit or verbally abused him. I took care of him to the best of my ability. Every time I was mistreated, I cried behind his back. I even begged a man who betrayed me multiple times for his sake. I had long decided I would keep this empty shell of a family for him. Because I loved him too deeply, I can't forgive. The elevator doors close. Tommy cries and tries to run in. He's calling for Mama. Kevin picks him up and carries him back to the apartment. My precious baby. This is the last lesson Mom will teach you. Remember, not every mistake can be forgiven. And hurt doesn't disappear just because you're forgiven. I finally leave that home for good. Sarah is waiting for me in her car downstairs. I come out carrying my small suitcase. She leans against the car, smiling as she opens her arms to me. I hand her the suitcase. She sighs deeply as she loads it into the trunk. Then she claps her hands and turns to look at me. So you've finally made up your mind this time. I smile, something I haven't done in a long time. In a few days, I'll be able to get the divorce certificate. You're not taking your son? Those two are family. Kevin will take good care of him. Sarah looks back at me, tears in her eyes. She smiles and walks towards me. Congratulations, Haley. I hug her tightly. I cry again, but this time it's from genuine joy. Sarah, in my next life I don't want to be a mother. I just want to shine my own light in the darkness, living only for myself. She hugs me, gently patting my shoulder. Her embrace is as soft and vast as her personality. Haley, you're already living for yourself now. On the day we officially get our divorce certificate, Kevin dresses very formally in an all-black suit. I've reverted to my college style, a white shirt and jeans. Much more casual than him. Seeing me stare at him somewhat puzzled, he explains a bit awkwardly. It's the same suit from our wedding. I secretly bought it later as a memento. When we got married, we rented clothes for our ID photos to save money. Once the divorce certificate is issued, Kevin's eyes are red as he looks at me wistfully. I bought it secretly back then, always thinking there'd be a chance to wear it someday. Never imagined it would be today. Now that we're divorced, looking at Kevin, he seems much more agreeable. His words are more amiable too. It's like he's always been this way, witty and humorous. Kevin has many friends. His boss is like him too, so he's been promoted quickly and lives a lively life. When we weren't fighting, he often made me laugh out loud. But that didn't stop him from emotionally neglecting me, pushing me to hysteria. What did I do in return? I would slap him with all my might, scream and cry and curse, stand in the snow at midnight forcing him to come back. I was hysterical and undignified, thinking I was loving with all my heart. I was an absolute psycho. Even I found myself repulsive. So I would convince myself that Kevin had reasons for not liking me and treating me coldly. Even for my child's sake, I pretended to be sunny and cheerful every day. But every so often when the anger and grievances became too much to bear, I would explode. I was like an emotionally unstable lunatic, while no one knew the pain inside me was endless. Thankfully, the light boat has passed through 1,000 mountains. What are your plans for the future? Kevin asks softly, as if I'm not his ex-wife but a friend. A newlywed couple walks by. The husband smiles and asks his wife, "Shall we go for hot pot now?" The wife nods. The two leave arm in arm. What plans? I look at the vast blue sky stretching endlessly. I smile up at him, closing my eyes to feel the wind brush past my fingertips. I plan to just breathe like this. Kevin still tries to pull me aside to discuss our son. I see Sarah waiting for me in her car by the roadside. She leans out the window, waving at me. I excitedly jump up and down so she can see me. As I run over, I call back to Kevin. "I've given you the kid. You figure it out. Good luck." Kevin takes a few steps to chase after me, his gaze urgent. "Haley, I'll wait for you, dash." I get into Sarah's car. The sun is just right, the breeze gentle. His voice fades into the wind. In Sarah's flashy sports car, the upbeat music is turned up to max volume. The car is filled with the scent of her perfume and the fresh air. As we drive along, the crisp autumn air wafts through my fingertips on the endless highway. "Haley," Sarah's voice rings out beside me. "Let's go on a trip to the ends of the earth." I answer loudly, laughing freely, my body filled with an unreal sense of freedom. "Yes, let's go." As night falls, we drive to a field of flowers. We set up a tent and lie under the starry sky, taking in nature and the night. I finally ask the question that's been on my mind. "Sarah, why are you so good to me?" She cups my face, gazing at me with a gentle smile. "Haley, it's not by chance nor fate. 7 years ago, I met you. You were my mother's lawyer. She was almost 80 and wanted to divorce my father. She came to you." I look at her face as memories resurface in my mind. It was the face of an old woman ravaged by the years. "Lawyer Sue, I want a divorce. I can't live with my husband anymore. He hasn't looked at me properly in 40 years. Everyone says he's so good. They say I'm an uneducated woman who's used up several lifetimes of good fortune to marry a college graduated like him. But I can't take it anymore. Lawyer Sue, please help me." The old woman gripped my hand, begging over and over. I had just started practicing then. My mentor advised me to turn the old woman away. But I wanted to help her. She doesn't have much money. At her age, her family won't support this either. I took her case. As expected, The lawyer faced quite a few obstacles because of it. The old woman's children came to vandalize my office. I hadn't charged her, but they stood outside demanding I return the money I'd swindled from her. In the end, the old woman took all the documents and left. She was illiterate and didn't know how to collect evidence. She just took blurry photos of her life with her husband. I saw photos she took of 2 pairs of chopsticks, 2 shoe racks, 2 bedrooms, 2 bowls. The old woman didn't know how to document her husband's emotional abuse. She just cried and rambled in front of the camera. His is his, mine is mine. For decades it's been clearly divided. He looks down on me. Everyone only sees me yelling at him, pressuring him, hitting him. But no one knows about the knives he stabs into my heart. Miss, can you help me? I have a younger daughter who's studying abroad. When she comes back, she'll pay your lawyer fees. Please help me first, okay? I agreed. But after her son took her away that day, she never came back. I look at Sarah lying beside me. You're that younger daughter. She nods. Yes, it's me. I anxiously ask. So did your mom end up getting divorced? She sighs, looking ahead as if telling someone else's story. Mom committed suicide. Everyone said Mom was mentally ill, that she ruined Dad. But I know Dad wasted Mom's entire life. I'll hate him forever. I've been looking for you. I wanted to thank you in person. Mom mentioned you before she died. She said there was a lawyer who could prove she wasn't crazy. Then everything that followed happened. She discovered a mother with no income selling handmade crafts. That mother was named Haley. Later we shared the story with more people. Emotional abuse in families should be seen by more people. So I wrote this short story.